Number 1, describe what happens to the hot red water. The red water begins to slowly sink as it cools, particularly on the edges of the tank, towards the blue water. Number 2, describe what happens to the cold blue water. The blue water sinks and remains in the bottom of the tank during this experiment. Does the hot water initially rise or sink? Why? The hot water initially rises because it is less dense than the cold blue water. To what latitude on Earth does a hot water bottle correspond? What physical processes cause the air to be hot at the latitude? I wrote that the hot red water corresponds with the warm water of the equator. The air is warmer at that latitude because it receives the most direct insolation from the sun throughout the year. Part 2, water vapor. First question asks, what latitudes do you tend to see dry air in the black areas? I wrote 30 degrees north and south and at the poles. What latitudes do you tend to see moist air, which is the white areas? I wrote 60 degrees north, south, and the equator. At what latitudes does the moisture tend to move from east to west? Easterly winds. Easterly winds tend to move moist air at the equator and the intertropical convergence zone from 0 to 30 degrees north and south, as well as the poles. 4, at which latitudes does the moisture tend to move from west to east? The westerly winds. I wrote moisture tends to move from west to east in the middle latitudes between 30 to 60 degrees north and south.